some decent relief.
Keith Sampson and Heroes. That's what these guys seem to be, man. Heroes. Steve Hickman, Keith Sampson joining us on the telefono. Hola, señores.
Hola.
Hola. That's a pretty Americanized
I think that
version.
means hello.
Close enough.
Hello, boys.
Hi, Britt. Hello.
Hello. How you doing? You've got like a full chat room going on over here. You've got a bloke in the chat room, Ray. He's talking about that Keith is
Howdy,
now
Ray.
ready for The Voice.
I don't know about that.
Well, how you going to know if you don't go try?
That's some big shoes. That's true. I didn't say I wouldn't try. I just said I don't know.
Oh, hell, you can fill them shoes easy. Come on.
My problem is I'd have to have a walker to get through the line.
All right. Well, start yakking there, Britt. Any other time
Yes,
can't shut you up.
welcome. I was just listening to his deep voice.
Oh, I
talk,
see.
Talk again, Steve. He's even got a deep laugh.
What do you want me to say?
Say hello, Britt.
Hello, everybody.
Tell us about your musical background.
Well, I started playing music when I was probably 12 years old. My mom bought me a Martin guitar, and it's kind of a blessing to get that kind of a guitar for my first guitar. But, I took interest to it and started playing with some people at church and got into a few small bands, played some coffee shops, and really took on to the songwriting side of everything more than the rest. That's where my mom was a real good writer, and I kind of took my writing after her. So, I took a break for a good long while, probably a good 10 years, and it was just working hard and raising a family, and just recently started, getting back into playing and singing and writing. So I've been back at it for about 2.5 years.
Wow. Well, some of us are absolutely in love with your music. I was only saying on Facebook this morning that your song Southern Nights, I just absolutely love it. When I hear it, I just absolutely love it. It's amazing. What is that about? Tell us all in the chat room what it's about.
Okay, well, I appreciate that. First off, that you really like that song. It's one that, as a man that's worked blue collar labor all of his life, I could probably, if I could put a patch on a jacket for every job I've had in this blue collar world, it'd probably look like I was in a biker gang, because it's a bunch. But in my experiences, it's been like, for a lot of us out there, it doesn't matter what you do in this industry, we keep the wheels of America turning. So for us, it's a must to get up, it's a must to bust ass, and it's a must to feed our families. So that's the choice we're given when we're in the position we're in the middle class. And for me, the blue-collar trades has been a learning experience and something I would never give back, but at the same time, it's a prison for most of us.
Amen.
And it tears our bodies down, it tears our brains down, it tears our social skills down. And for me, freedom is breaking away from all that, busting the chains of the city away from me, heading somewhere where God's beauty and splendor is on display, and take full advantage of it. And for me, a southern night is a good old warm night, good people around you, good music playing, bonfire, hanging out with great folks. That's what it's all about, under the stars. So Southern Night is my escape song. I wrote that when I felt trapped. And, ever since that song, I wrote it, I've looked at my whole career differently. So, yeah, it's a special song to me.
Well, I'll tell you what, I just give a big amen for all that, man, because I remember all those nights of being in the younger days, friends, bonfires, homemade moonshine, music, everybody singing and carrying on them. Those were the days, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We still have that. We just, it's what's in people's hearts, man, and I think that these kind of songs bring out what country's about to me. And we have a lot of stuff, and there's no lack in talent out there. It's just what comes from the heart is what we're missing in country, and I think that's what me and Keith both are trying to do, is keep that heart alive.
Oh, you're certainly doing
Amen.
that.
Yeah. What about you, Keith? You feel the same way?
Absolutely. I mean, you speak from the heart when you're sincere about something and you love it with a passion. That's something that you're doing. You can relay those feelings to others, and that to me is where country comes from. It's a soulful thing. It comes from within.
Well, I'd said that the other
Absolutely.
night too, that you guys are, the '90s. You had like the Shell Rotella T tapes that had all those great country songs, and Leroy Parnell and Sammy Kershaw and all those guys were coming out with some good stuff again. After we had like the original old country western, and we went through a phase where it got kind of cruddy, and then we got into the '90s and some good country music. Then we got into all this 2000 garbage. I don't even consider a lot of it country music. It's just some kind of pop country stuff, whatever. And now you guys and you two and a number of others that we've had on the show, Lance Stinson and Matt Van Fossen, and a number of y'all are just bringing back that great sound. And that's, I said it before, I'll say it again. You're turning around my feelings about country, and I'm starting to lean back into country again because, I was raised a classic rock and roller, Van Halen and, the 80s and all that stuff. I mean, I was born in '58, but, when I started out with Jim Reeves and Gail Garnett, Mom had all these records at home.
Amen.
And, you guys are bringing it all back, and it's so nice to hear that, the way you do it, and get that feeling that both of y'all are talking about. Get that feeling again from music, because it's just ain't a whole lot of that going on. You guys are starting to bring that back. I hope you keep doing that shit until you can't do it anymore, even if you need a walker.
Man, I appreciate that, but that's exactly what it's about, And then we just have a teenagers market out there, and again, I don't think that the talent level in pop country is missing, but the country heart and soul is definitely not there, not like it should be. You got good-looking people singing, great music in an essence, but it isn't for everybody. And I just feel like the blue-collar, middle-class world has been forgotten, and that's in the musical world majorly. So we got to bring it back, and there's a ton of artists out there working on it, so it's coming.
Well, I'm going to stand beside you on the blue-collar thing because, I've pretty much been down the same road you have. I had, carpenter, framing crew, blacktop, plumbing, electrical, drywall, machine shops, sign shops. I mean, you name it. I've been through all kinds of crap. I had so much stuff I learned, but, now that I'm getting older, man, I'm paying the price.
So, Steve, do you have an album out?
Yes, I have one, but we haven't got it ready for marketing completely yet for purchase. So we're working on that. There's several things in the mix right now that we're trying to accomplish, and that's at the top of the list. But I've been getting my music coded so that we can get it to iTunes and other media outlets so that we can start getting it out to people on a larger scale. But our biggest problem has just been getting the exposure going that we need, and we've been working on building the audience so that once we do release it, it's gonna take off, hopefully.
Well,
it's called Hick Stick Holler, and it has 6 songs on it, so it's going to be pretty good.
We certainly are tickled to death that both of you guys let us play your music, because it's just tickles us to death, not only to have some new music here, but have you guys come on here and just be so down to earth and treat everybody with respect. I mean, hell, that's just amazing to find that anymore.
Well, I'm
honored.
Yep, absolutely honored. That's where I was going with it, Keith. It's a great deal for us. I don't know. I appreciate you guys playing it. That's what it takes for people like Keith and I to get out there. Is good folks like you and all the people out there that take their time to listen and share. Man, it's priceless. That is what makes artists boom today. It doesn't have nothing to do with shooting for the big labels off the bat. It's just shooting for people that like you and care about your music. And we found a lot of people on Facebook and elsewhere that stand behind us, and I appreciate it. And people like you guys, thank you guys.
Now, Keith is a truck
Absolutely.
driver. Do you have any other jobs that you do, Steve? Besides, or are you just living off the music now?
No, I wish I could. That'd be ideal for me. But no, I'm still in the trades. I'm an electrician by trade. I just finished my schooling for that, and about to have a master's degree in electrical. So I'm trying to keep real and follow through with those dreams as well, and try to bring it all together one day, I hope.
Oh, that's pretty damn cool right there. That's keeping it blue collar.
That explains why he's got shocking music. He's an electrician.
Oh, Keith, you are so funny tonight.
That was a good one.
You're just as shocking as the
That was a good
electrician.
Hey, nothing shocks me anymore. I'm amped up about everything.
Not until you stick your hand in the wrong cabinet. Then we'll find out.
That's happened a time or two. We won't talk about all that, though.
We ain't got to give away all your
Surprised if
secrets.
my wife-
So, Keith, where are you tonight? You sound a lot quieter than Steve over there. You sound like you sat in a quiet corner.
Yeah. She put the restraints on me. I'm up front in the truck and she's in the back. But we're over here in Alabama.
Ah.
Where are you at, Steve?
Indianapolis, Indiana.
Oh, good God, what for? Is that where you live?
I don't know. I'm hoping for good fortune to finally swing my way and take me south, far, far south.
Are we talking Africa?
Prayers.
Are we talking Africa or Texas or South Carolina or what?
No, I'd be happy with the top of the Smoky Mountains somewhere, actually. That's far enough for me, but I could go as far as Alabama or Georgia or something. That'd be awful nice.
I wanted I'm got a lot of hillbilly blood. My mom's from West Virginia, and I'd thought about moving there around the kinfolk or something, but I just can't do the winter time. So any place there's a mountain where I want to live, I can't go there because of the damn winter, because I can't take the cold in my hands anymore. So I come to Texas where it's warm all the time. I love it here. It's a beautiful place.
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad.
Not bad at all. What, Steve, where do you record at? You got a recording studio, or do you take the band, or is that your band even?
No. All my EP is it's all produced by Dave Fowler, Nashville, Tennessee. And Dave is, he's just a gifted man. He plays bass for several bands, and he does productions on his own. And, just was a really, truly cool guy. And he brought in those great musicians, and those guys have played for legendary bands in the past. So he built a great sound around me and my song, and really brought out the feeling of those songs I wanted to put out there. And I was real blessed. My brother-in-law had invested in me and helped me out to make that EP, and without him, I wouldn't be half of where I'm at now. He kind of inspired me to get the damn wheels a turning, if you know what I mean.
Sounds like he's got a whole new wrecking crew going on down there.
Oh yeah, and that's kind of what we're hoping. We all grow together, and I hope that in the same hand, we help all of each other out in this independent business. That's what it's going to take to get real country back on the line, and I think Dave Fowler knows that as well. And people that are seeking to put out a good quality EP should go and seek him out. It's good guy.
What about you, Keith? Same deal? Who are you working with, or where does your band come from?
I'm working with a tune designer out of Covington, Georgia, down there. Them guys are awesome. They've got their own studio there. They have a great chemistry together to come up with a great sound. They do exactly what you want in a song. If you send them just a regular acoustic track or even just a vocal track of something, you don't even have to play any instruments, and they will collaborate with you and get you, back on the same track that they're on, and go from there. And they build your track around you. I mean, what you're feeling, they put what you want in the track.
Have you done any songs live, complete band and everything all the way through without having to do too much technical rearranging?
I've never played in a band or played with other musicians. It's just been me and the guitar. So, I mean, it's pretty much been, me and the guitar and the banjo or keyboard or whatever it is I choose to try to play. That's what it is.
And then they add all the backing tracks to it.
Yeah, they add the backing tracks, and they come up with a feel, and you can tell them in the breaks what kind of instruments you want to go as a lead or this or that, and I mean you can pretty much pick and choose everything you want around that track, and they put it in your key, your tone, your melody. I mean, the whole thing. They're totally awesome. They like I said, they have a chemistry amongst themselves that like second to none.
What about you, Steve? You play with a band at all the way through? You know, like cut a whole tune, or is yours done pretty much the same way?
Well, I mean, with Dave Fowler, I showed up down there and we put that production together. We did 2 different sessions, 3 songs each time, and I was in there with the guys, but all the music's built around you. When I cut the vocals on it, it was that day, but all created, all of the music pretty much done, and then I recorded over that. As far as the band goes, we're in the process of doing some things with that. I've got a good friend of mine and partner, Steve Wargo, who's behind me, and he's been helping me try to build a band and get things going, and I've got some other things on the cooker. So as far as playing in a band...
Uh-oh.
Hey, have we lost him? Have we lost Steve?
Keith?
I'm here. Still here.
Oh, there you go. Oh, just stopped right in the middle of your sentence there, Steve.
Oh, okay. I was just saying, yeah, I mean, the tracks were basically just built around my vocals and my song. And as far as playing in a band, I have played in bands, but haven't had any in the recent times. We're working on it.
Now, what do you do? Do you play live anywhere?
I do play some songwriters rounds and things like that locally in Indianapolis. Starting next Sunday, I'm going to be doing an hour live jam session on Sunday nights at 9 o'clock on Facebook.
Oh, that's going to be cool.
Oh, yes, sir.
And what about you, Keith? Are you playing out in different places, or are you just too busy trucking?
Yeah, I'm still driving a truck. Whenever I get invites to places, to try to come and perform, it's mainly the truck shows and stuff. I mean, 20 years ago, I probably should have tried to do the bar scene, but now I'm a lot more settled and have bills to pay, the whole 9 yards. The same scenario that we're all pretty much in, and so I mean to quit driving the truck to try to go out there and do that now at this stage would be pretty reckless for me. So I kind of just pick around with it and send out different things to different people and see if I can get a little bit of time here or there and go from there.
Well, you guys are certainly working hard at it, that's for sure. Do we need to do a tune, or are we all right now?
No, I think we seem to be all right now. We was just seeing if we could get your levels, a bit more stable.
Did you do something?
No, Keith's talking on the landline, and I think he's talking a bit louder, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, Vicky let him know, and they seem a little bit more level now, don't they?
Oh, all right then.
All right then.
What do you guys do? What do you guys do in your free time? I mean, Keith, what do you do? I mean, I know we've talked before already. You were on the show last week, but what? You got any hobbies or anything?
No. I mean, I just love writing music and hanging out with friends, and doing cookouts and get-togethers like that. I mean, that's pretty much my hobbies. Like I said before, I'm not a carpenter or electrician or a plumber, so I need to stay out of those fields before I tear something up pretty bad to where I have to call a professional in to fix. But
be like, Steve!
It's pretty much wraps around music. Yeah, don't be surprised if my wife calls you one day, Steve, and says, "Hey, Keith has unplugged this red wire. What does it go to?"
No, you're supposed to cut the blue wire.
Yeah.
What about you, Steve? You do anything else? I mean, I know you're an electrician, but you got any hobbies or anything?
Yeah, I mean, I like to write these songs, man, and I think I better find some new hobbies that include the wife more. She's going to beat me down, but I enjoy doing all kinds of things. Honestly, the music is probably my biggest focus right now.
That takes up a lot of your time, though, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I like to write these songs, and then I have to practice, and then I've got a lot of different angles I'm trying to work to get this stuff out there. So it can be a double burnt candle, if you know what I mean, at times, both ends at once. So
is your house wired with all kinds of cool... I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I'm just saying it consumes you whenever you get to the level to where, like, one song is clicking, then another one clicks, and another one clicks, and you start getting it all in your head, and you're trying to hurry up and write this one and put it down so you don't forget the last one. And then all of a sudden it's consumed you, and you've written 4 or 5 songs in 5 days, and now you got to go back and kind of fix them and make them right.
Steve, you got your house wired up with all kinds of cool stuff, or you leave that for the customers?
I leave it for the customers, man. I'll tell you what, I get so wore out with messing with some of this new technology and stuff that's out there that I'm happy with, like hand crank windows in the truck. You can give me the most simple things, and I'm a happy guy because I have busted my brains open on engineers' technology. I always tell people, engineers are awesome. They make great money, but we make engineers' dreams come true.
Hey, there you go. That's one way to look at it.
If it's anything like our house, we make signs for a living. We make T-shirts, we make banners, and we need a sign desperately in our front yard. And we've been desperately needing that sign for about 2 years, maybe 3 years.
Still haven't got to our own stuff.
Everybody else gets a sign, but us.
It's like the painter that paints everybody's house but his own. He lives in an old rundown shack, and everybody's house in town looks great.
Yes, a decorator never paints.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to talk about that stuff when you get home. When you get home, you want a little bit of peace and quiet and be able to get back on task, man. And then before you know it, everything's falling apart, and then you're forced to have to do it. So sometimes it's best to jump ahead and get those things updated and a little nicer.
Well, I'm in a very slow process of building a railroad. Very slow process of building a railroad here. And I just pretty much got the locomotive shop finished, and I got to straighten it all out inside yet, but I still got all the wiring and all the stuff to do, and I'm crazy about that stuff too. I like all the lights and all the funky electrical things and running conduit and all that.
Yeah.
So I still got that in order, but I just get a kick out of all that funky crap just being everywhere. I can step back and say, I did it. Check it out. I haven't burnt the place down yet either.
Yet.
That's a big plus.
That's the key word.
Steve, do you ever do the smoke test when you're wiring something up?
If it blows up.
Oh, yeah, but I try not to do it too often. I hear once you let the smoke out, you can't put it back in.
My brother's an electrician. He works for the railroad now, and now he's a maintenance guy, takes care of crossing gates and that kind of stuff. But he was an electrician in the subways in New York, wiring all those trains and all that stuff, and I called him and asked him about hooking something up, and he says, give it the smoke test. And I said, what the hell was that? And he says, if it don't smoke, it's working.
Now that sounds like your brother.
I know. What do you guys got going on in the future?
Go ahead, Steve.
Oh, man, my push right now is to start getting out there live more, even with just acoustic shows for now. But our big hope is to, like I was mentioning earlier, my friend Steve Largo and I are working on bringing like an eat and greet type concert festivals to wherever we can get in at, and start doing some more things with Cabela's and Bass Pro and stuff like that. See if we can get in there to do some shows and entertain the target demographic that we have.
Keith, have you and Steve ever gotten together yet?
No, we've talked on the phone a couple of times, and we've done a lot of Facebook communicating and stuff. I stumbled on him been over a year ago, and we just kind of pass each other's videos and stuff back and forth and share, and like go in there and check out his videos, the new songs that he's come up with, and that's kind of how I met him, was on Facebook. I mean, I've been working on this album here for the past year. It's taken me about a year to put all this stuff together because, you got finances and obstacles and other different things. Being a truck driver, of course, I can't be home and in the studio all the time. So, but now that I've got this out here and I've got my website built, and it's www.keithsampsonmusic.com, and Filings Plus, this company, is supporting me, and they've built me a great website to be able to promote. So I'm just now in the promoting stage, and it's kind of learn by mistakes, on how to promote yourself and put this stuff together, because this is a one-man show here on this end.
Hey, Steve, tell me what the story is on that stovepipe hat you got on there.
The what? The what? The what? The what?
Okay, man.
A stovepipe hat. That's kind of
hat.
what they're called.
The old Abe Lincoln, man.
That's right. There you go.
Now, I found that at a tack shop down in a little town, I don't know, right down the road from where I live at, and my wife and I went in there to look into some new boots and stuff for me, and I looked over and saw that hat, and being the playful idiot that I am, I went over and threw that thing on, and hell, it was too small to begin with. My head's so big that when I was born, I walked around for the first 6 years of my life with my forehead scraping the concrete. So, most hats don't just drop over this melon, man. I put this thing on and it felt like Charlie Chaplin or something. I set the thing up there, marched around that store, and people was laughing at me. And, oh, man, I would have bought the thing if it would have fit right, just because I liked it. I did. I thought it was unique. I don't know. That was it. I didn't end up buying it.
Oh, the bigger brain to think with.
That's
right.
That must be where all that music comes from.
Yeah, they're in that in my heart, I'm sure.
I've got a big backside, so that makes me fart a lot. So you must have a big head and lots of music. You knew it was coming, didn't you?
Good Lord.
Toilet humour always comes out this show.
I was looking.
That's what I love about you guys. You're fun.
I was looking for pictures to make a little poster with, and I saw that, and I said, "That's it right there, man. That's cooler than shit right there. Done. Didn't even have to think twice about it."
My personality for sure, man.
See, that's what happens when you post that stuff out there for the public.
Oh, I know. Anybody get their hands on it.
Yeah, but you guys look good together. I'd love to hear you sing together, man. That'd be cool.
Yes. Yeah,
We're working on it.
What are you guys going to sing to us tonight together?
Holy crud.
You don't want us to sing happy birthday, do you?
No, that's our job.
No, that's for us to do. That's a Yankee and the Brit tradition, where we make everybody's animals' ears go down and the tails go down and they look sad. Windows break.
I thought you guys, whenever you guys put that flyer up there, I thought that was some photoshopping trick that you put that hat on his head. I didn't know he actually put that on his head.
Easy.
Well, Mr. Keith, you almost had the hat on your head as well. I says to Randy, put it on Keith's head as well. And he said, no, it won't suit him.
Yeah.
I think Keith would rock that hat. That hat would look great on Keith.
Hell yeah.
You look over driving down the interstate at that big red truck and peek up there at the window and Keith be tipping that hat at you with a corncob pipe in his mouth.
I'd be banging it off the ceiling here because it'd be hitting the windshield and everything else.
Yeah.
I think some
people
want to hear y'all sing together just a little bit anyways.
Oh, we hadn't even thought about something here. Go to one of these songs and let us think about something.
All right, then let's
Barbershop Quartet.
Well, like Karen says, together with no practice. Wow. No guitar either, said Vicky.
let's sing Happy Birthday then.
Ray says pros don't need to practice.
That's right. Pros do not need practice. And Ray is there with his bass guitar in the background.
Oh boy!
All right then. I'll give you guys some time to think then. No, I'm only joking. You don't have to do anything.
Okay.
Oh, you thought of something?
No.
Connie says Keith don't like to wear hair, much less that hat.
She's right.
Oh, Ray.
Keith God only made a few perfect heads. The rest he gave hair. That's what I tell everybody.
Oh, hell, I'm stuck in the middle
right.
Oh,
then.
And I keep this. You're stuck in the middle.
I'm stuck in the middle. I got a ponytail hangs down the middle of my back and nothing on the top. I got that Ben Franklin thing going on.
Oh, yeah.
I look like Count Dracula. Just kind of comes to a point there at the front, and the rest of it's heading for the heels.
How in the hell did we go from Abe Lincoln to Dracula?
I don't know. It's a good combo, though. Ain't nobody else heard of it.
Count Lincoln.
Sounds like a country. It sounds like a country song to me.
I was just about to say that's all the ingredients of a good country song. Count Dracula hair.
Oh,
There's
man.
this brain ticking again.
Uh-oh. Well, we know where you're going to be for the next 5 days.
Yeah.
Oh, man. You guys are too much. I'm glad you took the time to stop and do a little bullshitting with us. That's all right.
I appreciate you having me.
Absolutely.
Keith, where did you learn to play guitar at?
My uncle, when I was 8 years old, he bought me my first guitar, and that's where it all started. I mean, he played guitar. All the years I look back now, that the things that he showed me and how he showed me to play, I never really asked him, where he learned to play, but I think, he learned to play by ear, and he bought me my first guitar, and he showed me the three basic chords, and man, it took off from there. I was just so, consumed with every time he came around that, if he didn't bring his guitar, I wanted him to tune mine and play mine, and I would just sit and try to copy that, exactly for every note, every string, everything, and I just wanted it to sound exactly like he was playing it.
Well, obviously he was pretty good then.
Yeah, he was. He was a good old, the Hank Williams, Charlie Pride, Lester Flatt, Earl Scruggs, Ernest Tubb, Merle Haggard. That was him. That's what he played. He loved to play it.
Yankee and the Brittany RTM Radio Network. We've got Steve Hickstick Hickman and Keith Sampson joining us tonight. These guys are a hoot, man, and their music is friggin' unbelievable. You love this stuff.
Fantastico.
It is. Sheila's your sister, Keith? Is that right?
Yes. That's where my uncle used to live with her. She's still over in West Virginia.
Well, that's a good place to be.
Yes, it is. I wish I was back there, but the jobs and stuff were pretty scarce. And then once I started driving a truck, it kind of led me onto different paths and stuff. And that's kind of why I packed up and moved out. Was the job market over there wasn't the greatest in the world. So I wanted different things, and so I just kind of went away there. But I'm sure, hopefully, before I die, that I'll make it back there, and kind of that'll be my resting place. That's what my hope is.
Back in the holler where it's nice and quiet.
Hey, Keith,
Yeah.
are you writing a song right now? Well, I don't mean right now, but are you halfway through a song?
Yeah, I actually do have a song that I just wrote probably about 2 weeks ago. I don't even have I've got a tune for it in my head, but I haven't tried to play it on the guitar or nothing yet. This is the one that I'm trying to get with Steve Hickman here and see if we can't put this thing together and do this song together.
Oh, wouldn't that be sweet?
Yeah, what's your new song about? I'm just being nosy now.
Okay, well, it's about it's called Cornfield Party. It's about a bunch of guys and girls, country boys and girls, going out to the cornfield and letting loose and having a few and kicking up the boots and let that country out.
Sounds like the ingredients of a Steve Hickman song.
It does. It's exactly what I said to myself whenever I started putting this thing together. Man, this sounds like a hick stick song.
Oh, wow.
Can you sing a verse of it?
Yeah, I'll try it.
Come on then, live on the RTM Radio Network with the Yankee and the Brit, Keith.
It's Friday night and the moon is high. We're loading them pickup trucks. Heading out of town to raise a little hell. Gonna find us a little mud. By the neon light of an old bonfire, where we're gonna be. Take a left down at the John Deere barn, and you'll see where that road leads to a cornfield party. Everybody scream and shout. We're gonna have a few, kick up the boots, and let that country out. Turn the radio up, drop the tailgate down in the circle of red tail lights. We're gonna have a little fun, raise a little hell. We're gonna have a cornfield party tonight.
Yes, sir.
Woo!
Yeah, man.
You're the man.
Yeah, bring it on.
He's the man.
Bring it on.
There you go, people.
Put the music to that.
Fresh from the writer's mouth. Can't beat
y'all
that.
are the first ones that heard that, because I just wrote that 2 weeks ago, so this is the first ever anybody's heard it.
Oh, I can't wait to hear it finished up with both of y'all doing it. That is going to be, and with Steve coming in there with that voice of his, you guys are going to rock the house.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, because he's got that voice that song there deserved.
Ooh. There's a handshake. Check it
Thank
out.
you, Keith. Very nice. Very nice. It sounds like it's going to be a good song, too, my man. I'm liking it.
He's buttering you up. You know that.
Yeah, we could do. Yeah.
What's that?
He's buttering you up.
This is called sucking up.
Are you, Steve? I see you do quite a number of Facebook songs and stuff. Are you writing any new stuff right now, or are you just focusing on getting that EP straightened out?
Well, see, it's complicated. I'm supposed to kind of lay off the songwriting, but I'm going to need a 12-step program. I can't stop, and they hit me out of nowhere, and then I start to writing them, and now I'm getting to where I'm not as meticulous as I was as far as sitting here overthinking things, so I'm writing them pretty quick, and I've written a couple over the last week, so yeah, I mean we're putting them out there probably when I should be focusing elsewhere though.
Yeah, but it looks like you got quite a following there on Facebook.
Yeah, I mean it's a great one. I have some. I mean, I'm elated at the amount of people I have that just constantly share and help get my music out there. I have some really, really solid fans, and I appreciate all of them. That's what it is. You know, as far as Facebook goes, those guys keep me going. And we have to go beyond Facebook. It isn't going to be enough. And but as far as where we are now, these people that support me, these fans, are the whole, I don't know, I guess they've planted that seed, and it's growing. So to me, they'll always be special to me, all these Facebook fans. I just want to say that I truly appreciate all of them.
Steve, are you writing a song
Absolutely.
at the moment?
Yeah, I got like halfway through it. You want to hear what I got?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just playing. I'm not writing a song while I'm talking to you guys. Come on.
Come on.
Wait a minute, I did.
Yeah, we have to hear yours now.
Oh, you didn't just write it right now. They don't do freestyle country.
He did. He was writing it today.
Yeah. You call me on another phone. I'll give you the second half of that song, and you can sing it.
Keith, that is just awesome, bud. But something's just happened. What? I can't hear you. I'm playing.
You're breaking up.
You're breaking up.
That's better than look out. He's backing up.
No doubt.
So tell us about this new song that you're writing, Mr. Steve.
Oh, let's see. The one that I just wrote most recently would be Downtime, and it's all about the hustle and bustle for a married couple. The perspective on that song is all about how busy this world is. You got kids, you got stuff to do at home, you got bills to pay, and I's to dot, T's to cross, stuff like that. But I'm just saying, in the mix of that, couples tend to lose their sight and their love for each other, and it can dwindle your love and your affection for the other one away. And this song's about taking the time you need to just shut off everything else and focus on your relationship and your love for one another. Some people that's all you technically need, and there's a lot of people end up separated or divorced because they just give up a little too easy. You just got to sometimes settle down and refocus. And that song, to me, is what that's about.
Wow.
That's pretty heavy.
Yeah, that's deep.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it was a tough one. Those things come to me, and sometimes it isn't necessarily my personal experience, but it's stuff that I've witnessed through my life that has come out in music. I like to write upon what I'm feeling right now and not so much try to reach out and plan around something I'm not really feeling. You understand what I mean? I feel like if you don't feel it, don't sing it. So those kind of things come out of nowhere at times. I get some looks from my wife like, what the hell are you talking about? And it's like, this is where we go to write this music. You go sometimes places in your heart and soul that, hell, you'd rather not be there right now. But when that hits you, I feel like you got to write them out. So that kind of song, not so much that I feel like I don't have that kind of good relationship with my wife, but there's many times where I sit back and look at it, and that's what we need is time to appreciate each other. I guess that's what I'm looking for.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, a little downtime.
That's it. Keith, are you how you doing with the Facebook thing? You got quite a few people following you.
Yep, pretty good. I mean, there's a lot of, I pick them up every day. I mean, a lot of people send me friend requests, or I'll see them, the suggestions are based upon my mutual friends, and I'll send them, invites or whatever. But the Facebook fans, they're pretty loyal, and they stick to you. They support your music. I mean, music to me is, it's not a one size fits all. I mean, some like it, some don't, and that's okay because I write my stuff for the people that like it, that feel it, and that believe it, and I try to deliver it that way, in my writing. So that's, I mean, the Facebook fans are a big part of me because before the the 2014, before I even did that Trucker Talent Show, when I put that first video out there, I mean, people started liking it and voting and this and that, and that's kind of what put me to become one of the finalists there in that Trucker Talent Contest was the Facebook fans that liked the video and liked what I did and voted for it. So, I mean, they're a big part of my writing.
Have you, I guess question could be for either one of you, has anybody ever sent you songs and said, hey, you should sing this or check out this song I wrote? Anything like that happened to you yet?
I've had a couple people that send me their songs, and I mean, it kind of wasn't me, and I feel like I would be doing a disservice to it to try to sing something that I'm not feeling. It wouldn't be as even though they might think it fits my voice, but it's something you have to connect with, and if you don't, on my part, if you don't connect with it, then you're just singing a bunch of words, and your feelings and the soul doesn't come out in that song. So I think I would be doing a disservice to somebody's song if I didn't connect personally to the song in some way or form, or I didn't feel like I could deliver that, the best that I can.
Yeah, I can understand.
That's right.
That. Makes perfect sense. What about you, Steve? Anybody ever send you anything?
Yeah. I mean, I get some things, and there's some that I've gotten that I haven't been able to move forward too far with. But I will. One that comes to mind right off the bat is a singer-songwriter that's folk country. He's a storyteller, and he's just completely amazing. His name's Larry Leak, and he's from up in the mountains, man, and he writes some outrageously descriptive music that just lures you in. If you ever get a chance to check him out, you should go to Facebook and look up the music of Larry Leak and the songs of Larry Leak, and he's amazing. I mean, it just blows your mind, the songs this man writes. So he sent me one called Homebody Heart and a Reckless Mind, and I love all of his songs, but I covered that one for him, and it turned out really good. You guys get a chance to hear that one. It's called Homebody Heart and a Reckless Mind, but that was from Mr. Larry Leak, and yeah, that was my biggest honor as far as somebody sending me a song to do.
Yeah, we'll be sure to check that out. How do you spell his last name? Leek?
Leake.
Oh, all right.
Hey, Steve, how tall are you?
I'm 6'2" tall. Well, I'm shrinking. I'm getting old, so maybe 6'1 1/4.
Now, if you add that hat, he's 12 foot 12 inches.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a question from Deborah. She wanted to know how tall you are because you look about 7 foot in your pictures.
No, I try to take pictures next to really short objects. It helps.
I know, and Deborah, he also secretly confessed to us that he wears high-heeled shoes as well. He wears, like, platform shoes.
Holy cow.
Who's
I know,
that?
we know all your secrets, Steve. You tell us everything, don't you?
Who are you talking about?
Steve.
What's that?
Sorry.
I said Steve confessed to us that he wears high-heeled shoes. Keep up.
I never really could do that myself. I mean, the things always broke off when I tried to play basketball or something. I don't know.
That's where the super glue comes in.
I've never
Nail gun, Keith. Nail gun.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, there's a man that's been in the trades.
Right. Let me see that, honey. I'll fix it right up for you. Give me the other one, too. We'll just reinforce it.
Boom. That'd be like putting shoes on a horse, wouldn't it?
Yeah, here, let me stick this on there. It won't fall off again.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, the very one time that I ever wore, like, really thin high heels, I actually fell down some stairs and the heel fell off and I had a nail sticking out the back of my heel and my heel was being thrown around the dinner table.
Oh, Lord.
So I was like,
man.
I'm never doing those kind of heels again. And I never have.
That's what, right there's a prime example of why we kicked the Brits out in the first place.
Oh, shut up.
And as you can see, one has tried to infiltrate us.
Whoa. I think she's pretty awesome.
She is. She's quite a gal, I'll tell you what.
She just doesn't do heels. Or printers. Or coffee machines.
Well, that makes two of it.
I don't do coffee machines either.
That makes three of us. I don't do heels either.
Oh, damn. I was so looking forward to that in your next picture.
Yeah, give me my tennis shoes and my boots back. I'll be just fine.
You guys got anything else you want to add? Anything important?
Tell us.
Hey, wait a minute. I got to ask the ultimate question out of both y'all. Keith, what you got for a pickup truck?
We already know he drives a Dodge.
But there's other people here tonight, so we got to do this all again.
I've got a Dodge Ram 2500 Mega Cab diesel pickup truck. Do they make any other kind?
Oh, here we go.
It's that white one that Randy was driving the other day that you pointed out, Keith.
Yeah, I seen that in that picture, and I said, "Is that Randy's Dodge? That white Dodge?"
You ain't going to see me in no Dodge. What do you got, Steve?
My neighbor said,
I've got a smart car with a monster truck engine. It's really good on gas, and there ain't one parking spot I cannot achieve.
How in the hell do you keep the back wheels on the ground?
How do you
You
manage?
don't. You put a roll cage on it. That way, when you flip over, you just slap back on your wheels, and off you go again.
How do you manage
Well,
that
that right
with them
there
long
just-
legs
that
and
right there.
heels?
Go ahead, Keith.
that just triggered a song. I'm going to have to change my cornfield party song to smart car party song.
No, don't do it.
Because you can't sing a smart car out in the cornfield.
Yeah, that's an oddball for sure. Smart car, monster truck.
That's got to be a new Transformer movie. Oh, jeez.
Oh, well, you did.
Keith, you've probably almost run over a few of those, haven't you?
Well, yeah. Whenever I pass them on the road at 65, they're back and forth 3 or 4 times before I get the whole thing.
I can't even imagine.
I know I wouldn't want to hit a cat or a dog in one of them. I can tell you that.
You probably lose them smart cars. You ain't
You
no.
can call the insurance company for sure.
Oh, it'd crack that smart car like a peanut.
That's about what some of them look like, is an M&M peanut.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that'd happen if you hit a pebble wrong in them things.
Don't diss the M&M peanuts. Come on. You're getting a bit low here, guys.
Sorry.
Leave the M&M peanuts
Well,
alone.
y'all got to.
Hey, you could get a smart car that looks like an M&M. That'd be cute for you, Britt.
Oh, don't give her no idea.
An M&M with wheels.
Oh, just get in my bowl.
Where they get the colors for those smart cars is out of M&M's bag.
It doesn't surprise me.
Right.
Hey, Keith, we was not expecting that the other day when you mentioned the M&Ms in your song. We was not expecting that.
I know. I had to put that in there because you said nobody's ever honored you with a song, and I thought, man, I will write one of these. And I had that thing wrote before we got back to Tucson, and I had to put something about yoga pants and M&Ms in there. I just had to.
Yes, well done, you. We was like, hey!
Have you heard that little ditty he wrote there, Steve?
No, I haven't heard it yet. I'm anxiously awaiting the debut.
It's a debut, all right.
But we'll probably play that when we know that you're off the phone, so because you probably won't hear it if we play it now.
No, but we'll play it first thing after
Right.
we hang up.
It's a beaut, I'm sure.
Oh, it's a beaut. Say that again.
A beaut.
Say the whole alphabet.
A, B, C, Z. That's it.
Hey, Steve Hickman, everybody.
Thank you.
Michelle over across the pond over there from the UK, she says some amazing accents going on.
Well, I'm kind of at one of them crossroads of accents here in Indiana. I've got family that came from Kentucky, and I took a little bit of that, but most of it just comes from the hillbillies that raised me up and taught me. So, yeah, I've got a strange dialect, I've been told.
Who's got the train in the background? I hear that.
You can hear the train. That's awesome.
I can hear the train.
That's
too.
me.
I can hear a train 50 miles away. I'm a railroad man.
Geez, I'm glad I didn't fart in here or something.
Yeah, no doubt.
Donna would have heard that, I'm sure.
I
I
would have thought
would.
you left it.
What was that?
I proudly say I would have heard a fart.
It doesn't matter how old you are, farts are still funny. Come on.
I would have heard a silent but deadly fart.
Can I share one oddball story with you that it's just going to kind of blow your mind because it's silly. But when I lost my grandfather, when we went to his funeral, and my cousin will probably kill me if he happens to be listening to this, but we're in this funeral and the clergyman's giving the ceremony and everything, and we're sitting there all quiet, and he was getting ready to pray. And just as he started to talk, from left field comes, weep. And I'll tell you what, now this is terrible, but everybody in the place went still. And they all kind of looked at each other, and the eyeballs was like open so big that foreheads disappeared. And they all look at each other, and then one person starts to laugh so hard they can't stop it. And man, let me tell you, that whole funeral place was hopping with laughter. I mean, something that went from this is the worst thing in the world to happen turned into the funniest thing I've ever seen. So you can't always control what happens, I reckon.
Ain't nobody gonna forget Grandpa.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure he had to roll over and cover his nose at that moment, but if he could have, he would have. I know him.
Oh my gosh!
Oh hell!
But true story, and yeah, pretty shocking.
That coming from an electrician.
Yeah, wasn't expecting that.
Is that one of those ones that smoke?
I think my last words were, "Amen. Let's go eat." As sad as that is, my grandpa would have said that. He just said, "All right, we're done with this mess. Let's go eat." So that's why I said that.
Oh, bless his soul, no matter who he was.
I was once sat in a restaurant, quite a posh restaurant, and I was with a load of people that were, toffee nosed people, and I was like thinking, oh my gosh, I really need to fart, and I can't keep getting up and going to the toilet. People are going to think I'm weird. They say go to the toilet if you need to fart, but I'd be constantly up and down. So I sit down at this table and I'm like thinking, no one will hear this one. It's just a silent one. You know the type. So I just lifts my little butt cheek and it went. And everybody went quiet.
Lord.
And everybody was staring at me, and it stunk as well. It wasn't. It wasn't silent and deadly. It was loud and deadly.
Holy cow!
And again, now you know why we kicked him out.
And that's why Randy married me.
Oh, there's the truth.
That is why Randy married me. You know, all that time chatting to him on webcam, 3 years before I got here, he never knew how much I farted. But now, oh.
Boy, do I know now.
Look out. Look out, Randy.
You have no clue.
I blew him out the bed the
Brings-
other day.
Brings new meaning to wake and bake, Randy.
It certainly puts a dark cloud over my bacon cooking in the morning.
Smug. It's smug, dear.
Oh, come on. Nothing kills bacon, man.
You ever smell bacon that
Nothing.
smells like the wrong end of the hog?
Nothing, and I mean nothing kills bacon. Nothing. The pig's already dead.
Bacon is king.
Oh, we had some good bacon this morning.
Bacon will make you completely forget about the fart you just heard, you see? Bacon.
There you go. Look, Michelle's in the chat room. She says I farted in her face once. I did. She was bent down by the washing machine, and I just farted, and it went right in her face. That's love. That is.
That is real love.
Well, that's true friendship right there.
Michelle said farted, not farted.
You guys, Steve, what the bloody hell was you talking about in your Facebook about a crappie? In fact, say the whole sentence, because it just didn't make any sense.
Oh, see, you threw me off there. There you go. Crappie.
Yeah,
I said, I sure could go for a mess of crappie right now. That's some good eating.
I was like, I typed it in Google, a mess of crappie. What the hell is that?
Oh, boy. Oh, Google probably served you up a whole plate full you wasn't wanting to.
Yeah, Google brought up a load of fish, and I was like, okay, I don't think I've Googled the right thing here. But yeah, brought up a load of fish.
Ask Siri. She knows what a mess of crappie is.
That's Donna's knickers after she lets one of them rip.
What a mess of crappie.
Yeah.
That's when your trumps come in lumps.
Oh, man.
So Brett probably thought you had to go to the bathroom, Steve. You said mess of crappie.
I thought he was doing bottom
Yeah.
burps.
Randy, I think Hickstick has to go poo.
Oh, well,
No, I was talking about the best fish on the planet.
Which is?
In my book.
Which is?
The crappie.
Oh, come
It's
on.
a fish.
What kind of fish?
It's not a turd fish. It's a fish. It's a freshwater fish, and you catch him. You just knock the little gills off of him, fry him up, and you might cut the guts out of him. But man, you would love it. I'm telling you, Britt, there ain't nothing cleaner out there. That's some good fish, good eating. No.
She is not going to eat no crappie.
She is not. I think I'll stick to the delights of the American packaged food.
oh God.
We'll get you some crappie, and we'll call it the Hickstick Crappie Meal, and we'll get it just for you. And you can eat it on a live show and tell everybody what you think. You'll love it. You'll be like, I changed my mind. I'm eating fish.
I thought your Hickstick was a turd.
Oh.
I thought that was a polite way of telling us that you've just had a poo.
I've heard worse, but yeah, I mean, that's better than some of the stuff I've caught before.
So if he says he's going to deliver a Hickstick, we know on Facebook, we know where he's going.
Go to McDonald's for a crappie sandwich and you'll get the McHick stick.
I'll be like, please don't download.
That's what we
No.
need to do. We need to call
You know where that name actually came from, Britt?
What?
my boss had given me that name years and years ago when I was working as an electrician. When things would be a mess and I'd go in and fix them, he would refer to a mess as a hick stick job. He'd say, you can't fix it, take a hick stick to it. That'll take care of it. So that's where that name come from.
Oh, bloody
And it just kind of stuck. That's what everybody's called me ever since. So it really, that's the whole birth of the hick stick. But I have seen some pretty debatable definitions of that make me kind of think maybe I should find a new hook name. Yeah, there's some pretty tasty definitions of a hick stick. It's not real impressive.
Oh, my God, you guys are killing me.
I know, my tummy hurts from all that giggling. What was that other food that you guys were talking about last week? And somebody posted a picture and it just looked like a big sloppy mess. Oh my gosh, what was that?
Oh, you're probably talking about the old hick sticky fried chickie.
Hick sticky fried chickie.
That's what my kids call it. It is a big old greasy American mess, man. But, anybody that was raised with a good Southern cooking mama has had the hick sticky fried chickie.
Is that the kind of food that it ain't no good if it don't run down your sleeve?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes,
It'll
sir.
put fat on your ass in less than 20 seconds flat, but I happen to burn it off faster than it can collect, and luckily.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you guys are too funny.
You know that old scratch gravy, man. That stuff's full of grease, cholesterol, artery blocker, all that good stuff.
Oh, yes, sir.
Stand in line for,
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Some good old pepper gravy.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Pepper gravy made with grease from, let's see, what do we use? What do you use for grease in some of your gravy? Bacon, pork?
Well, man, when I make the chicken, I use the scraps left over from where you fry the chicken.
That's right.
To make the gravy right in that. So it depends on what you're frying up. You can make gravy about anything. I'm a gravy man.
Thank you. That's what I was trying to tell Donna. She was asking about how it's made, and I said, well, you can make with just about anything. Depends on what you're cooking.
What do you use to make it
Hell
sticky?
yeah.
I mean, if it's a hick, what did he call it? Hick sticky fried. What did he call it?
That's
Hick sticky
right.
Fried chicky. What do you use to make it?
You
sticky?
nailed it. You nailed it. Oh, it's just sticky on its own. It's down there bubbling in that grease and good stuff, man. And then once you get that all good and crispy, you pull it out of there. You throw a little flour in that bad boy, a little salt and pepper, a little milk, stir it up, let him bubble. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Let it bubble.
All over them mashed taters.
Let it bubble. Oh, yeah, that's why she said it looked like a mess.
I know sometimes people upload pictures of the dinners from over here and I think, what the hell is that? Are they going to eat that? Or
It'll
have they
scare you
just-
sometimes, the shit I post.
Yeah, I'm like, have they just shit it out or are they going to eat that?
Oh, Lord.
Oh, dear.
It is bad when you got to debate that before you eat something.
I know.
Well, either way, it's going to look like that no matter which end it comes in or goes out of.
Normally people come in this chat room and they start talking about food and they kind of leave hungry, but I don't think they will be tonight.
I know, I'm ready for some fried chicken right about now.
Turd or chicken?
Chicken! It'll be turds later.
Oh, I thought that. Oh dear. Always toilet humour on the Yankee and the Brit show. And we've cleared the chat room, I do believe.
Hey, true Keith and Steve-O fashion.
Yes.
That's right. Ain't a damn thing wrong with that.
You boys need to write a song about poo.
What makes poo so funny anyway? It just is.
It just is, isn't it?
Well, I don't know, but it's one of the Brits' favorite subjects.
Well, you should have told me that before I wrote the jingle about the M&Ms.
No, because you would have said they're not really M&Ms, they're poo.
Yeah. And if I would have, instead of saying we don't take no shit, I would have said we don't take no poo.
Well, I'm sure a song about turds will be coming our way. You know, shit will be hitting the fan at some point soon.
I'll probably have that. Yep, I'll probably have that written before I get back to Tucson this week.
Oh, not another one.
Oh, this will be a good one. This will be a one about poo. This will be a good one.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, that'll get them going, Keith. We'll have one called Who Flung Poo.
That's right. And
That sounds like a Chinese dish. Who flung poo?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Steve, we'll call it Everybody Was Kung Fu Fighting.
Oh, that's perfect. That's a great hook.
Hey, can't those lyrics go into your cornfield song?
Everybody was corn poo fighting?
I'll have... Yeah.
Corn poo fighting. Wow, now we're really, really growing on the topic of pioneering new songs here.
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
Donna, she did the old
Donna could shit like lightning.
Hey, I do so things.
We'll have to get John Pooper Mellencamp to come out and do the
Oh, fuck me running.
I know, I was only saying to Randy this morning, right, that he always kind of rolls his eyes at my toilet humour, but he's the one that laughs the most about it. You know, you can hear him giggling his stupid head off over here.
I haven't laughed this fucking long for quite a while.
See what I mean?
Hey, Donna, folk 'em if they can't take a joke.
You are so full of poo.
Brimming with poo, chap.
Oh, right then. Jolly good.
I think we need to send Donna some of that VI poo spray for your devil donuts when you drop them.
I am very VI poo, don't you know?
She's more a poopery fan.
Poo don't know what you're talking about.
Keeps still giggling in the background.
Who you talking about?
Donna,
Hello.
I just want to know, do you have a squatty potty?
Holy shit. Squatty potty. That thing was inventive now. Innovative.
Is that one of those things that helps you get your poo out easier?
I get that. I mean, you might as well sit on the floor and shit in a hole if that thing's helpful. I don't know why you'd pay for it.
They're about that tall.
That's where the outhouse came from. Somebody left the outhouse and invented that since it was on the floor.
You could do the same thing with 2 igloo coolers and have 12-pack of beer there with you.
Yeah.
1 foot on this cooler, 1 foot on that cooler, cold beer at will. And you're pooping freely, right?
Yes,
Or
sir.
you could use an old green bean can.
Oh, boy, I'll tell you what, this radio interview just went to shit.
Yeah.
We have to blame Vicky for that. She just came in and started talking about toilets for some reason.
Hell, ain't nothing left to do now but make some hick sticky fried chicky.
Oh, yes, sir.
Do you make any icky sticky fishy?
I don't really even call it that. I just call it fish.
Just fish.
You need to see the doctor if you're making any icky sticky poopies.
We don't need, I might have to go see the doctor. It resorts to that.
Oh, man.
My belly hurts. Guys, we need to put a song on or something. My belly hurts.
Her belly hurts. Uh-oh. We've done talked the shit out of her.
We see how you guys talk. We done talk the shit out.
Hey, Randy, she's trying to say she needs a poo break.
I can smell. I mean, I can tell.
You wouldn't believe the mother load.
Mother load.
You wouldn't believe the mother load she just dropped.
Oh,
Now, who is that? Can't blame me for that one.
Oh, Keith.
That wasn't me.
It was actually Will Sampson. It was Will making all that noise. He just dropped a load in the chat room.
I did.
oh, come on, Will.
Looks like a volcano.
Something's erupted on the chat room page.
I guess that's a Pucano over there.
Kaboom.
You want to play a song, or you want to wrap it up, or what do you
Yeah,
want to
because
do?
my
here?
face hurts, my face has been stretched, like my cheeks have been stretched that way and like that way.
It's
for
killing
the past
me.
hour, and I can't, my face is aching, been like that because I've been laughing all that time.
You dumbass.
Randy,
Help me.
push your teeth back together.
I'm going to poo them back together here in a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Where's those peanut M&Ms, Randy?
They're up your ass, you know.
On my arse on the second shelf.
Oh, all right.
We're careening off the rails. America, we've lost our way.
We will find it again one day.
It's the bridge to nowhere.
Too much fun is what it is. Thank you guys so much for having us on here.
Oh, you guys are awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, let me do the question thing with you, then we'll let you guys go. How's that sound?
Steve, Keith, sorry, you already know the answers to this.
Keith did this once. Time for you to do it, Steve.
Okay.
That's right, Steve.
10 questions, and we'll wrap it up. Number 1, what's your favorite word?
Pooh.
Number 2, what's your least favorite word? What's your least favorite word?
Oh, man. That's a tough call. I have several. Moist. Moist is my least favorite word.
Oh, you're making me moist.
Oh, very moist.
What turns you on?
What turns me on? America, good country music, and, I can't say the last one.
You can say anything. It's
Art.
internet radio. Yeah.
We'll just say a good shot of moonshine and a little time to sit and pick at the guitar. That turns me on.
What turns you off?
Turns me off is political talk. Political talk turns me off.
Yay!
What sound do you love?
Hey. What was the question again?
What sound do you love?
Oh, I love the sound of a whippoorwill.
What sound do you hate?
The sound of Brit's farts.
You haven't heard anything yet.
Number 7, what's your favorite curse word?
Oh, my favorite curse word. Well, it's kind of an abbreviation because it's all in one, and I think I whisper it to myself at least 78 to 90 times a day. What the fuck?
There you go. Number 8.
WTF, I should have said.
No, not here. You can say what you want. Number 8, what profession other than yours would you like to attempt?
I would like to attempt being a full-time songwriter.
What profession would you not like to do?
I don't want to be the Port-a-Leg guy.
Yeah, I could understand that. Then you have to tolerate a lot of Donnas.
Yes, sir.
Number 10, the final question. This is the tough one for everybody. If heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
Nice job, Chief.
There you go. That's it. All done. Keith had his turn
Good
with
deal.
it. Keith had some damn good answers, too.
Well, Keith's very, very on it, man. He knows what's up.
Well, I think you both got it going
Try to
on.
stay in touch.
I think you both got it going on, and I'm just laughing
Appreciate that,
laughing
Randy.
both nuts off over here. Can't thank you guys enough for spending some time with us and having a good laugh. That's what we think it's all about, is just having a good time. We don't, I've said it before.
Take no shit.
We don't care about divorces and any of that kind of shit. We just want to have fun.
We've had that for sure.
All righty. You got anything you want to add there, wife?
Absolutely not.
I think you've added enough.
I know. I've told you my face hurts. Look, it's been stretched like that. I'm like, oh no. And I'm like, what?
It's too bad we can't see her stretching her face like this. Oh,
You really don't want to see.
Yeah, well, I got to look at it.
Like that.
Stop it.
Now we sound like a bunch of cacklers. Here we go.
All right, guys. Thanks a million, you guys. I mean, come on back anytime. If either one of y'all get down here to Texas, and Keith's probably more apt to than you, Steve, but you're more than welcome to come by here and hang out with us for a little while.
Definitely have to do that. We get down that way. I appreciate you guys.
I think we can clear a path
Thank
enough
you.
for
I
you.
had a great time.
I think we can clear a path enough for you both to walk through here and get over here to the microphone. So.
Sweet. That's all we need. We don't need much. We're simple guys.
Yeah, well, it's a pretty
That's
simple
right. We'll
place.
bring a guitar and some.
We're a couple simple.
What's that, Keith?
I said we'll bring a guitar and some M&Ms. We'll fit right in.
Oh, hell yeah. We're both a couple simpletons,
right.
too, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Absolutely.
All righty, guys. I guess we
Been
got
a
some.
good time, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, man. Love that voice. Love your music. Same for you, Keith. You guys sound awesome.
Right on.
Thank you.
We'll
We'll see you guys next time. It's been fun, Keith.
It'll be sooner than you think.
Oh, I was just saying, yeah, it's been fun, and I'll probably be talking to Steve later on, probably next couple of weeks or whatever. Try to put this song together I got in my head.
And guys, if you can just pop in the chat room and let us know when you're in there, and Randy will play the little promo that Keith made us for us last week.
And Michelle says, don't forget to sing about poo and farts.
Yeah, I want to hear that.
Yeah, just pop in the chat room so we know that you're listening.
I got a feeling by the time.
All right, Blue Park is coming next. It's coming to a store near you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hey, Keith,
All these meaningful songs that we write, and then the poo song would be the one that goes number one.
No, that'd have to be number 2, wouldn't it?
If I've got anything to do with it, then yes.
Touche.
Yeah, that would be number 2, Randy. We gotta figure something else out for the number 1.
All right. Good night, friends.
Good night.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate
Good night,
it.
everybody.
Thank you again.
Ta-ta.
Thanks for joining us.
Welcome.
Bye.
Bye now.
Steve Hickman. I want to be that man. Yankee and Brittany, RTM Radio Network on a Sunday night. You guys are too much.
I'm 35 years old. You think by now I know all this running around is gonna bring me down.